if he comes out, then go sign the contract and we'll fight.
Like, do you think Manny can beat like a fighter like Rolly, in your opinion, Shane?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. What do you see there?
I see that he can throw those more punches and combinations and moves very well.
Big welterweight. And when you look at Rolly Romero, he's not that big. He's not a real welterweight. I don't think he's even that big for 140. I mean, Isaac Cruz, who's a blown up lightweight, blasted him out. So it's like, I think they're looking at that fight against Romero to be not as physically imposing as Mario Barry.
And we spoke to Rolando Romero, who's a potential opponent for you in the future. He said that he would like to have a Hall of Famer on his resume. What do you tell him?
In his resume, if he can beat me.
Manny, Tim Bradley said that he was a little upset with both your performance and Barrios. He said that it was a sparring session. What do you tell Tim Bradley? What do you tell him? You know Tim Bradley well. You fought him 3 times.
That's his opinion.
Pacquiao to me, Pacquiao is the fucking ugliest style in boxing. And look what the fuck he's accomplished. And now every fucking fight in the Philippines, just because I fight differently, and it means I don't know half no fucking skills. I got my own fucking skills. That's what got me this far. It's like fucking Prince Nassim Hamed. You gonna say fucking he don't got no damn skills? Every fighter got skills. Look, in this fucking generation, if you don't try to box like Floyd, a typical Mexican, a Russian like Lomachenko, or a European fighter, you're trashing this sport. You apparently don't know how to box, because these are the fucking idols of the boxing.
Don't matter if he beats Barrios or not. Still Rolly Pacquiao. How many losses Pacquiao had? Oh, that's another thing, bro. Pacquiao another one that don't give a fuck about losses, and everyone keep tuning in for him, right? Bro, all that undefeated shit, that don't mean shit if you're not fighting nobody. Nobody gives a fuck about you. There's so many bigger fights for me. Like, would I rather fight, I don't know, for instance, a Pacquiao or Jerome Ennis? What's a bigger fight for me? What fight would sell more? Me and Broner or me and Jerome Ennis? Obviously me and Broner. What would sell more? Me and Ryan again or me and Jerome Ennis? What would sell more? Tank coming up to fight for his fourth division, or me and Jerome Ennis? It's just basic, you know. What's the bigger fight for? Like, I'm not even talking about money. The money. What's the bigger fight for the boxing world?
Manny Pacquiao has revealed plans for an upcoming return to the ring, expressing that he wasn't entirely content with how his last bout ended. Despite his age, he remains driven and disciplined, still feeling there's more he wants to achieve in the sport. For Pacquiao, boxing goes beyond collecting titles. It's about constantly pushing his own limits. Known for his humility and tireless work ethic, his choice to step back into the spotlight highlights a deep, enduring passion for the sport. Many fans and observers believe that this comeback isn't about money or recognition, but rather a genuine love for competition, the same force that has shaped his legendary career.
You be fighting again kaya this year again, Manny? Everyone's asking, how did you prepare for the fight?
Wala akong ibang iniisip kundi focus lang sa training every day. Like even Sunday, ibang distraction, anything like that. For 2 months. Kasi nakahabol ako sa oras. Supposedly, yung mga ganong fight, dapat mga 3.5 months or 4 months. Especially sa edad ko na 6, diba?
Yeah.
Satisfied ako sa naging condition ko, but hindi pa talaga yun yung 100% na gusto kong makuha, achieve na yung speed, yung timing, yung more punches na gusto kong maabot.
Will you be fighting again kaya this year again, Manny? Everyone's asking.
This year, mga December.
Former world champion Shane Mosley recently weighed in on the potential matchup between Manny Pacquiao and Rolando Rolly Romero. In Mosley's view, Pacquiao would come out on top without much doubt. He pointed to Pacquiao's superior speed, power, and vast experience as key factors that would likely overwhelm Romero's aggressive yet predictable fighting style. Mosley, who has faced Pacquiao in the ring himself, highlighted the Filipino icon's sharp combinations and accurate power shots as serious threats Romero wouldn't be able to handle. Having first-hand knowledge of Pacquiao's unique timing and explosive movement, Mosley's insights carry significant credibility. Like many boxing experts, he also believes Pacquiao's ring IQ and exceptional conditioning would give him a clear edge, even at this stage in his career, making another remarkable victory a real possibility.
Manny can beat like a fighter like Rolly, in your opinion, Shane?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. What do you see there?
I see that he can throw those more punches and combinations and moves very well. It'd be hard for Rolly to get close to him.
Okay, because yeah, people would say like, oh, Rolly's a big puncher. He's a lot younger than Manny. He's been active. Like he's a big guy.
Yeah. But he would have to. He's gonna do that fight in December, so I'm not sure if he's gonna be fighting Rolly or anybody. He has to fight in December. That he has to do. So I know that, and then from there, then maybe he can fight Rolly or somewhere else.
Former fighter and boxing analyst Chris Algieri shared his enthusiasm about the potential matchup between Manny Pacquiao and Rolly Romero, calling it an exciting clash for fans. He noted that Pacquiao's legendary career, paired with Romero's outspoken personality, sets the stage for a compelling mix of mutual respect and heated rivalry, exactly the kind of dynamic that draws boxing audiences in. Algieri acknowledged that although Pacquiao is approaching 50, his competitive spirit remains strong. A fight like this wouldn't just challenge Pacquiao's stamina, but would also offer Romero a rare opportunity to prove himself against a living legend. The stark contrast between Pacquiao's quiet humility and Romero's brash confidence only adds to the global appeal of this potential showdown.
Hey, Manny Pacquiao, what did you think about his performance? Should he continue? What's going on?
Guy's still doing it. It's mind-blowing. 46 years old. Listen, did he look like Manny of old? No. Did he look great? No. But he looked damn good for a 46-year-old. The fact that he was able to compete at that level with a 30-year-old champion, I mean, it just speaks worlds to Manny Pacquiao and how special he truly is. They're talking about him and Rolly's. I don't mind that fight. I think that fight makes a lot of sense. Rolly's is not a big welterweight. Manny's obviously not a big welterweight, never has been. That fight I think makes a lot of sense. I'd like to see Manny win another world title, and then maybe...
Boxing commentator Showbiz the Adult recently spoke about the rapid buzz surrounding the rumored Manny Pacquiao versus Rolly Romero fight. He pointed out that the matchup quickly gained traction online, with negotiations reportedly progressing and both camps nearing a final agreement. Showbiz emphasized the emotional and symbolic contrast between the two fighters. Pacquiao stands for tradition, discipline, and a storied legacy, while Romero brings youthful energy, boldness, and a rebellious flair. This clash of generations and personalities has sparked major interest among fans. The real intrigue, he noted, lies in the question, can the seasoned legend outwit the loud, confident challenger? With so much attention building around the fight, insiders say an official announcement could be just around the corner, pending final contract approvals.
It's GOAT versus GOAT. We know Rolly Romero is the damn GOAT, all right? Number two, this makes Rolly Romero's resume one of the best resumes in boxing, period. Think about it. He beats Ryan Garcia. He fights Gervonta Tank Davis and Pitbull and shit, Manny Pacquiao. If you look at, seriously, look at Rolly Romero, dog, this shit's crazy. Who do I have winning the fight? Listen, man, Rolly Romero was a friend of mine. You tweeted last week that you've never lied about anything, but really, you must have told some little white lies. Tell us a lie you have told. Just a tip. Hey, bro. You know what? You seen me do the back, two shoulders, and a lot of things with Rolly Romero on the zone. And listen, we've built up the type of product when we're together that just, it goes viral and it's great moments. I love Rolly Romero. It's hard for me to go up against him. Manny Pacquiao, though, come on. Manny Pacquiao is my age, a little bit older. I mean, come on, dog. He got robbed against Mario Barrios, in my opinion. I mean, come on. I mean, this should be a unification bout, all right? But I don't know.
Manny Pacquiao shows no signs of stepping away from the sport as he sets his sights on another world title, this time at the age of 47. Following a draw in his previous matchup against Mario Barrios, Pacquiao is now aiming to challenge Rolly Romero for the welterweight championship in what could be a defining moment late in his career. While most fighters his age have long since hung up their gloves, Pacquiao remains driven. He believes that as long as his body holds up and his passion for boxing endures, he can still perform at an elite level. Though some critics question the risks of facing a much younger opponent, fans continue to admire his resilience, discipline, and unshakable self-belief. For Pacquiao, this isn't about silencing doubters. It's about chasing personal goals and doing what he loves.
Big breaking news in the sport of boxing. Manny Pacquiao and Rolly Romero. It's probably going to end up happening. Manny Pacquiao said right here that all they're waiting for is the negotiation and finalizing the deal, signing on the paper. And this fight is probably going to go down in Las Vegas. Manny Pacquiao, Rolly Romero. I don't know. Looking at it from right now, I'm going to have to go with Manny Pacquiao. I think Rolly Romero's feet are just too flat, too heavy. And I think Manny Pacquiao outboxes him. But let me know in the comments what you think, man. Is this fight going to happen? Number one. Number two, who do you got? And number three, if Manny Pacquiao does win the title, does he unify or does he retire being the oldest champion, setting another world record? Let me know what you think, yo.
Several boxing analysts have shared candid takes on the potential bout, suggesting that while it may not be the most explosive contest, especially with both fighters competing at welterweight, it still has the ingredients of an intriguing showdown. The contrast in style and personality between the two adds emotional depth, making it a fight that could captivate fans for reasons beyond just raw action.
Manny Pacquiao is back again. Legend Manny Pacquiao, after getting a draw to Mario Barrios that he definitely should have won, is once again looking to get a title shot at the age of 47 against another weak champion, Rolly Romero. Can he do it? Well, honestly, maybe. Everybody loves Rolly Romero, the guy. No one really respects him as a boxer. He's kind of been a joke. And even after upsetting Ryan Garcia, who's also kind of a joke, people are still pretty down on him. And you know that because 47-year-old Manny Pacquiao is willing to fight him. It really says how weak this division is, that both Rolly Romero and Mario Barrios are champions at welterweight without ever having won any fight at welterweight. How does that happen? Greedy sanctioning bodies. See, it's stuff like this that make people think they should overturn the Ali Act and hand boxing over to Dana White. But either way, Manny Pacquiao looked a lot better than most people expected in his last fight. And honestly, you can never count this guy out, especially against weaker opponents like Rolly Romero. Although I do think Rolly is a step up from Mario Barrios, but I still think Manny can do it. Not will, can. Do you think Manny Pacquiao can reclaim a title at the age of 47 and beat Rolly Romero? Let me know in the—
Unlike Mario Barrios, who showed genuine respect for Manny Pacquiao during their bout, Rolando "Rolly" Romero appears unlikely to take the same approach. This contrast in mindset could play a key role in the fight's outcome, as Pacquiao has a history of thriving against opponents who underestimate him. His composed demeanor, sharp focus, and ability to analyze his opponents mid-fight have long been some of his greatest strengths.
The Rolando Romero fight at welterweight, and it could be at the very end of this year. For me, I love it. I love it a lot. In fact, after the Barrios fight, I said I didn't really want to see a rematch with Barrios. Listen, the Barrios fight was cool. I had greater expectations, I want to say, for it. But the reality is, with Barrios, he's 6 feet tall and he's kind of like a boxer. So an older Pacquiao, out of commission for so long, and politics, all that type of stuff, it really just made for like a decent fight, but not legendary, right? Wasn't as much action. I also think that Barrios played it very respectable. I get it, you're in there with a legend, but you got to look, like Eminem said, if you had one shot, one opportunity to capture everything, would you capture it or let it slip? His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms is heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. You know what I mean? You got one shot, you got to capitalize. And I felt like Barrios was just ultimately too respectful. And then Pacquiao, he's a legend, so he was pushing through it. But I think it would have been better for Pacquiao if he took a tune-up and then did a title fight. But when time isn't on your side, you're already 40-something years old. You kind of have to, you don't want to waste camps on, maybe tune-ups. But with Rolly, somebody will get hurt and somebody probably get knocked deep out. So that's what I like about this fight.
Chris Algieri also noted that Rolando "Rolly" Romero isn't as physically imposing as some might assume, and that he likely wouldn't present the same size challenge that Manny Pacquiao faced against Mario Barrios. Algieri believes this could give Pacquiao a slight advantage in terms of the physical matchup. Over the years, Pacquiao has shown he can handle larger opponents, turning size disadvantages into opportunities. In this potential fight, Pacquiao might even feel more comfortable since Romero's build and movement don't seem overwhelming. With his precise timing and powerful punches, Pacquiao could take control early on, setting the pace and maintaining command throughout the bout.
But as amazing as it was that Manny was able to do, it's still a tough fight. Because Barrios is still big, he's still strong. He's a real welterweight, and he's actually a big welterweight. And when you look at Rolly Romero, he's not that big. He's not a real welterweight. I don't think he's even that big for 140. I mean, Isaac Cruz, who's a blown-up lightweight, blasted him out. So it's like, I think they're looking at that fight against Romero to be not as physically imposing as Mario Barrios. He also has a version of the WBA title, so there's a title on the line there. And at the heights, he's actually he's much shorter than Mario Barrios, obviously. Barrios is like 6 feet tall. I was really surprised how tall he is.
Is Rolly the main WBA champion?
No, he's the
Oh, Ennis is the main WBA champion.
and it's right. And then I don't know if he gets elevated. I don't know how that works. This whole first of all, this is a whole nother thing. I'm going
WBA regular title, whatever. Yes.
This whole elevation without winning a fight thing is garbage. Look at Barrios. Barrios has not won a fight yet. At welterweights, he got the interim title, was elevated, and then has 2 back-to-back draws. The man has not won a title fight yet.
Wow.
So we got to stop this email champion elevation thing. Elevate is fine, but the next fight should be for the title. I don't care. You should not just be elevated via email. You have to fight somebody, because you get a situation like this where, Barrios, no knock on him, he's following it's the rules that are being laid in front of him. The man has not won a title fight yet. Yeah. Yes, he won the Ugas fight. That was the interim title. There was a champion there. It was Crawford.
They call him a 2-time champion. Did he have a major world title at 140? Or was it the secondary BA title?
See, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but we had the main title at 140.
Because and then we're looking at Rolly Romero, and you're saying he's a 2-time world champion too, but he doesn't have a main title at welterweight either.
No, he had the main title at 140.
140 though, but not when he beat Barosha.
Yeah.
But not at welterweight. So they're calling him a 2-time champion too. So there's all these details. But in terms of that fight, I don't hate it. I think the buildup will be great. Mario wasn't the most marketable guy in terms of doing interviews and selling the fight. He had the look, absolutely.
Trainer Abel Sanchez voiced strong support for Manny Pacquiao's choice to keep competing. He pointed to Manny's win over Rolando "Rolly" Romero at 46 as proof that true champions maintain their love for the sport regardless of age. While some critics suggest Pacquiao should retire to avoid unnecessary risks, Sanchez believes that for those who truly care about boxing, stepping away isn't so simple. The ring is more than just a platform for Pacquiao, it's a core part of his identity. He stays committed to training, keeps himself in top shape, and serves as an inspiration by demonstrating how passion and discipline can defy the limitations of time.
Any you think beats Rolly?
Yeah, I think he decisions him. I think he outboxes him. I think that he's more experienced. I think that he confuses him.
Okay. You didn't think Rolly looked well, like against Ryan? Like it seemed like it's a new and improved Rolly, like against Ryan Garcia. Like he looks more methodical.
Against who?
Against Ryan Garcia.
Against who?
Come on, a young Ryan Garcia that has
Ryan Garcia that unfortunately because of his fame, because of his issues outside of the ring, has not really progressed. Yeah, he's got great hand speed and he punches hard, but as soon as he fights somebody that can fight back, it just seems like he doesn't do well. Is it because they haven't allowed him to grow as a fighter?
Many people have questioned whether Manny Pacquiao's comeback is motivated by financial gain, but the reality tells a different story. His recent fight against Mario Barrios showcased that his competitive fire remains strong. Still, his choice to continue fighting isn't about money. Over his career, Manny has already earned a substantial income from boxing, endorsements, and public service. Unlike exhibition bouts involving fighters like Mike Tyson or Jake Paul, Pacquiao's matches are rooted in legacy and a genuine passion for boxing. He wants to close out his career on his own terms, without regrets or what-ifs. His ongoing dedication and humility inspire millions worldwide, embodying the true spirit of a fighter who refuses to quit.
Still looks sharp, doesn't he? 46 years old. He's a multi-millionaire. Why is he coming out of retirement? Let me tell you, it's not just the money. Because it is not a fight like we've seen Jake Paul and Mike Tyson doing, or it's not like one of these Floyd Mayweather fights where he is fighting someone who's unknown. No, this is different. He's doing a 12 3-minute round world title fight against current world champion in Mario Barrios, who is only 29 years old and in his prime right now. Let me ask you this. Do you think that his punch resistance on his chin has stayed the same, or do you think it's declined? Well, this is what happens when you age. Your brain naturally shrinks and loses volume, especially the grey matter. This increases the amount of space between your brain and your skull, meaning when you get hit, the brain moves even more. And when that happens, it increases the risk of concussion and it decreases the ability of you to be able to absorb punch.
That wraps up today's video. Thanks for watching, and be sure to stay tuned for more updates. Until next time,